G'day, this is Simon at South OC Cars and Coffee. I'm with the man, the legend, friend and volunteer and regular at South OC Cars and Coffee, Mr. Craig. Yeah, that's you.
Oh.
Mr. Craig Lieberman. So Craig has been involved with Fast and Furious since the very first movie, and you actually owned the cars and were a consultant on the movies as well, correct?
Well, not all the cars, the Supra,
some of the cars,
the
yeah.
Maxima, and then the Too Fast, Too Furious, Skyline. And as I talk about on my YouTube channel, right guy, right car, at the right time in the right place, just by coincidence.
And that's so cool. And what I love about it is you share that knowledge with everybody that wants to listen, which I think is really, really cool. So we're going to look at this car in a moment. This is a recreation of the Supra. And we were talking before, you didn't build the Supra to look like the way it ended up looking in Fast and Furious. You had a car and they said, hey, we want it.
Right, so the car, everything you see under the hood was exactly the way I had it in my car, right? But the car had a different body kit, and it was a different color, it had different wheels, had a different wing. I didn't really like the big shopping cart wing, but when Universal wanted it, they wanted it to build to be more like stereotypical race car kind of thing.
Yep.
That's the kind of terminology that they used about, you know, the import tuning segment at that particular time. But when I got it up back, you don't change a movie car, you leave it like that.
Yep.
And I was doing appearances with them, and it just got to be a big thing. And then my car still exists. It's in the Netherlands. So my friends over at Just Driven, these guys build some amazing cars.
Yep.
They go way back. They're friends with Paul Walker in the early days. They built cars for him. They were big JDM guys.
Yep.
They got a bunch of R34s, R33s, R32s, and they race a lot and all that kind of stuff. So they came to me and said, why don't we build a replica of your Supra? And I said, I don't understand what you're getting yourself into.
Yep.
These parts have been discontinued for 25 years. So they were up for the challenge. So together with their team, where's Alex? Where's James?
So they built the car and you oversaw the authenticity of the car, I guess.
Yeah, because some things you have to do in a little different way. Because back in those days, they had these HKAS Band-Aid boxes for tuning. Nowadays, they have an AM standalone.
Yep.
Very, very, very different scenario. So, and the brakes today are better. So it basically, if I had kept this car for 20 years and then decided to bring it up to modern spec, this would be the car.
So this is Alex. Alex, you built the car, so
Absolutely.
You probably know it more than anybody else. You did all the wrenching on it, correct?
Yeah, I did some of it. The engine was actually built in our shop with our lead tech mechanic is actually my dad.
Excellent.
Daryl is my partner in the business. He's the one that wanted to go forward and do this build with Craig. So
Yep.
I commissioned picking all the parts for this engine setup and kind of bringing it up to spec to today, but still giving it that old school 90s look.
Yeah, I mean, that's the cool thing about it. There are so many things that would have been hard to find, I guess, to get it to look authentic.
Absolutely.
So what were you on eBay? Were you just like...
It was eBay, Facebook groups, it was everything. I mean, the manifold we couldn't get, so I ended up commissioning a guy out in Australia that will build it to spec. So I was like, I need the turbo to sit parallel but not hit the valve cover or anything like that. So we were able to do that with Third Strike, and that's the manifold he came up with. It sounds awesome. It's as close as we could get.
You trust Australians? I don't know that I would.
Yeah.
Only because I am one, of course.
Stuff.
Yeah, there's some good engineers out there for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, we loved seeing that. We loved seeing the Lightning as well next to it, which of course was Paul's, or Brian's, should I say, everyday car. Great to have you here.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for bringing it out. You guys are always welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thank you guys. Thank you.